Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, April 4th, 2025. I am Fredicia Liburd. The following is a notice from the Registry of the Nevis Circuit of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court. All persons, including jurors, witnesses, and sureties, having any business before the Nevis Circuit of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court are asked to note that Monday, April 7th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. has been fixed as the date and hour for the sitting of the High Court of Justice, Nevis Circuit, Criminal Assizes at the Alberta Payne Community Centre in Bath Village. Notice is hereby given pursuant to Section 87.4 of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, St. Christopher and Nevis, Act Cap 3.11 of the revised edition of 2002 of the Laws of St. Christopher and Nevis. All are asked to govern themselves accordingly. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, recently thanked the federal government of St. Kitts and Nevis for facilitating the Day of Interruption Nevis edition. Spearheaded by the Citizen Security Secretariat, the Anti-Crime and Anti-Violence Initiative involved all primary and secondary schools with the theme, "Together we interrupt the cycle of crime and violence because every child deserves a world without fear."
The schools in Nevis would also have combined with colleagues in St. Kitts in observing National Anti-Crime and Violence Day on March 11th. On this day, called the Day of Interruption, schools interrupted their regular timetable to engage in activities aimed at promoting peaceful alternatives for conflict resolution and reinforcing the importance of fostering a culture of nonviolence. Activities range from special assemblies, special talks, song, drama, and poetry presentations centered on the theme for the day. All primary and secondary schools in Nevis would have participated, and this was following upon a similar event on St. Kitts. I want to thank the Honourable Prime Minister, and I believe the lead on this has been Senator Icelyn Phillip in relation to this Day of Interruption, and we are, I believe, seeing some early, very early signs that these types of initiatives, if sustained, can lead us to a much more peaceful and stable St. Kitts and Nevis.
The Day of Interruption featured inspiring messages from community leaders, law enforcement, entertainers, and business leaders, among others. With the theme Healthy Beginnings, Healthy Futures, the Ministry of Health in Nevis will celebrate World Health Day Monday, April 7th, with a two-day program emphasizing maternal and newborn health. Day 1, Monday, April 7th, will be Antenatal Care Day. The community health centers in Charlestown, Brownhill, Gingerland, Butlers, Combermere, and Cotton Ground will host specialized antenatal clinics from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pregnant women can learn how to recognize critical warning signs such as vaginal bleeding, reduced fetal movement, abdominal pain, and other essential pregnancy tips. Day 2, Tuesday, April 8th, will be Newborn Care Day. Newborn clinics will be conducted at all 6 community health centers from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. New mothers can get expert guidance on infant development milestones, the benefits of exclusive breastfeeding, life-saving vaccinations, and more baby care tips. For more information, contact your nearest health center. In more local news,
arise,
Grammy-nominated reggae artist Itana is back in Nevis on her second visit, and she's lauding the island's unique charm.
What brings me to Nevis is island vibes, black and cracks. The vibes I got turn up, so I'm here to make sure the fire blaze with Akai Too Sweet and other bands from Nevis and St. Kitts. Whole heap of vibes. So I'm here to enjoy all of Nevis like I did before. The vibe and the people, and the food was still rich, and the culture is so rich, and I enjoyed every moment of it. I'm looking to do it again, especially last night when I went to Dewdrops and I ate the pumpkin soup and the lemongrass tea. The food is good. The people are beautiful as usual. The place, everything is nice about Nevis. I also enjoyed taking the picture over by St. Kitts at the sign, and I'm looking forward to enjoying, everything else about Nevis before I leave, including the hot bath. I'll make sure I'm going to be there. Arise, see I'm hurting but not broken, down but I won't die. Arise, I'm Etana and you're locked into NTV. Keep it locked in.
Still to come.
And we hope that this iconic event will become a global bucket list event for swimmers across the globe.
The details right after this break.
I'm Wakely Daniel, Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Premier. As Permanent Secretary, I wish to salute the vision of our fourth national hero, the Right Honorable Dr. Simeon Daniel. It was his foresight that led to the establishment of the Nevis International Financial Services Industry, an industry that has contributed tremendously to the overall socio-economic development of the people and island of Nevis. Today, I recognize the contribution of this giant of a man as the administration commemorates the resilience and fortitude of the Nevis International Financial Services Industry. Best wishes and congratulations.
Welcome back. The organizer of the Nevis to St. Kitts Cross Channel Swim is the recipient of the inaugural Spirit of Nevis Award. Jane Hanson was presented with her award at the 2025 event on Saturday, March 29th.
I'm very pleased because when I saw the party boat, I think they call it, came over early on Saturday morning, packed with swimmers who were coming from St. Kitts where they're staying. And it was really a grand affair of 478 swimmers. I want to commend Ms. Jane Hanson and also commend her further because she is the first ever recipient of the Spirit of Nevis Award, which was an award that was handed through the offices of the Premier of Nevis to an individual who impacted the swim in a significant way. And Jane was not the founder of this swim, but she has taken over the rights to it, and she has really done a fantastic job. I have said to her in our private discussion that I want her to get to 1,000 participants. She was at about 300 last year. She is at 478 this year, and I expect that we will get to that 1,000 eventually.
During his Monday, March 31st press conference, Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, spoke to the impact of sports tourism.
For those out there who doubt sometimes the impact of sports and the impact of these events, it shows what this does. Most of these people, I'm told, were here for about a week. So they came in advance of the swim. Some of them did practice swims, and then they would have now done the swim, and some are staying on for a few days. So this swim, which would have had nearly 500 people, clearly was an economic boon for the island of Nevis and also for the island of St. Kitts. Both islands would have benefited significantly, and we hope that this iconic event will become a global bucket list event for swimmers across the globe. People who want to try this event, swimming from one island to the next. It's a very unusual event. It stands out globally, and it is something that I really feel Nevis needs to push more, and St. Kitts as well, because it benefits both islands.
Premier and Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Mark Brantley. The Charlestown Primary School has won the Nevis Primary Schools Championship for the 6th consecutive year. The popular meet, dubbed the Mini Olympics, brought together the best student athletes from the 10 primary schools across Nevis. As per the final medal count, the Charlestown Primary School won 16 gold medals, 15 silver medals, and 16 bronze medals. Placing a close second was the Ivor Walters Primary School with 16 gold medals, 11 silver medals, and 16 bronze medals. The St. Thomas's Primary School placed third with 10 gold medals, 9 silver medals, and 8 bronze medals. Worthy of note was the performance of the St. James Primary School, earning 9 gold medals, 1 silver medal, and 2 bronze medals. Congratulations to all the athletes who represented their schools and made the 2025 Nevis Primary Schools Championship a success. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.